Hello friends, today we will be talking about a very interesting feature from Canva Pro, that is Brand Kit. This is interesting and this also increases your efficiency to the higher level. It takes you to the next level of being efficient and it also makes you consistent. When you talk of a brand, you call it as a brand because it has been consistent with certain things. And I did not tell you about branding guidelines, which you are already aware of, you must already be knowing. Brand Kit helps us be consistent with our branding guidelines, branding documents. What are these branding guidelines and branding documents all about? It's about your logo, it's about the fonts, it's about the colors, primarily. There are a lot of other elements to branding guidelines as well, but since we are talking about Canva, the graphical aspects to it, these three are the most important ones, which is the logo, the color palette, and the fonts. And Brand Kit is all about these three things. You can set up your Brand Kit, you can send up your branding guidelines over here and use all of them easily for your graphic purposes. Let's jump onto Canva to see how we can build up our Brand Kit and use it consistently on all our graphic work, whatever we do. Let's jump onto Canva. So this is how a regular Canva board looks like, and when we look at this, what we see is, if you have a Canva Pro, you need a Canva Pro account for this. You won't get this option in a regular free Canva account. So if you open your Canva dashboard, at the bottom in the tools, you will find an option called Brand Kit, and you will see that there is this icon that shows that it is a premium feature. So if you click on this, you get to see your brand kit or the branding guidelines or branding documents that you have created for yourself. Let's get started and create one for yourself, for you to see how you can create of your own. So for starting with the Brand Kit, the first and the most important thing that you need is a logo, right? So we first start with designing or having a logo for ourselves, and then we come back to setting up our Brand Kit. Let's quickly use any of the logo that Canva has that we can use over here. It could be, yeah, this is good. Let's use this. So we have three different variations of the logo now. If you see, we have three different variations of the logo. You can be thinking of more variations, like I'll tell you. Let us add one more, and we only remove the text and leave the icon. Make it a little bigger, center it. Then we can have yet another one. We can keep it white. Okay, then we can have this particular icon over here. We can increase the size of it. Okay, these can be used as the favicons. This can be used as the icons that you can put up on your social media posts. And then there can be another variation of your logo, which if I duplicate this page, you can have a lot of companies you must have seen having different variations of their logos presented at different places in different ways. So this can be yet another variation of the same logo with not a lot of, okay, this could be yet another variation, yeah, the same could be for, yeah. So this is 1, this is 2, this is 3, this is 4, 5. Now we download all of these variations as PNG files. Okay, so now we are creating the branding guidelines for Techno Gear. The brand identity kit that we are going to create is going to be created for Techno Gear. So we give the name Techno Gear and we start. Here we have to, the first thing, as I said, the most important one is to create the brand logos. We add the logos that we just created. It went into, yeah. So these are the logos that we just created. No, this is not. These are the logos that we just created. Let's upload them all. So you have all the variations of the logo. You must be having all the possible variations that you can of your logo. So once you have the variations uploaded, all the logos are here. Next step is uploading the brand colors. This is important. If you have got the brand colors from your graphic designer, the hex codes is what we say. You see this 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 alphanumerical place. So it is a 6-unit alphanumerical word, you can say, that is called as a hex code. This gives the exact color code, and which is what is the purpose of branding, brand identity. You cannot be changing your colors. Even if it's a slight change, you cannot be doing that. You have to be consistent, and that is why we are using this brand kit. And therefore, you need to pull up the hex codes from your graphic designer if he has done your logo, or you can look for adding some brand palettes from whatever Canva suggests us. So we can choose any of those, or we can create ours. So we can name it as Techno Gear once again, and we can change whatever colors or elements we see over here. We can pick up those brand color palettes and upload it over here. Next is the brand fonts. So in the brand fonts, we have 3 things basically. One is the heading, the subheading, and the body, the paragraph text. This is going to be consistent whether it's on your website or on your graphics or on your social media. Wherever you use this is going to be consistent. Text style, add a heading text style. What are the logos or what are the fonts that you would want for your logo? Let's see what font was here. So this was Barlow Semi. Let's choose it. Let's keep the heading font to be the same as Barlow Semi Condensed Bold. So this is the font that is there on the logo. We use this as a heading style. So since it was a semi-condensed bold was for the heading, we can use a similar one but a lighter variation of it in subheading, and then in the body we can again choose the same font but for the smaller in font weight and size we can use Barlow semi-condensed thin. This is something that is completely depending on you, but the sooner you identify or freeze on your fonts, the more consistent your branding is going to be in the future. Now once you have identified this, you can also choose to upload the fonts that you have on your system. You can upload those fonts and see those fonts over here. So as I said, the 3 most important elements of a branding kit, that is the logos, the color palette, and the brand fonts, are there for you right now here. Now if you want to create a graphics, let's say you want to create a graphic Instagram post. Let's say we want to create this Instagram post for myself, for my profile or for my account. What would I do is I'll go to this. Now I want these colors. These colors do not match my color palette, so I will want to match it to my color palette. I'll come here. You'll see the Savan Kumar palette is over here. So I start changing the colors. I make it black, I make it red, and then I change this color to once again red. This also I change it to red. This I can change to red. The icons again change to red. Now if red over black is not looking good, you can always change the font to white. Now it's the place for your logo. So you come back over here, you go for the logos. You see your logo is uploaded over here. So you upload the logo. Basically you do not have to move around places to look for your brand palette, your brand colors, your brand documents. And here is your post ready with your branding guideline, with your brand kit, with your colors, your fonts. Fonts, I did not update the font. We can always choose the font from the Savan Kumar kit if you see. Yeah, so I want to select this as the brand kit. So this is what the Savan Kumar brand kit suggests, the Anton font. If I would change it to, you'll see techno gear, I will have I'll have the fonts from techno gear, that is Barlow semi-condensed, Barlow condensed, and so on. I can then use those fonts in my elements, in the headings, in the subheadings, in the paragraph content. So that is how your branding kit works. If you are able to use it, if you are able to do it for yourself, it is going to be the best thing that you do for your branding consistency, for your identity basically. That is what a branding guideline is for. That is what a brand kit is for, to be consistent with whatever you use over the year, over the entire lifetime of that particular business, until you come up with a new brand identity, maybe for whatever reasons. This is gonna help you a lot. See you in the next video.